In our last video, we discussed some of the biggest mistakes H-2B employers made during the 2026 season. Okay, so the question is, what are successful H-2B employers doing right now? And the answer, it may surprise you. So a lot of them are already preparing for the 2027 season. I'm Sarah Wyngaard with 3A Immigration Law, and after more than 10 years heavily focused on H-2B filings, there's a few things I've noticed. I've noticed that employers who consistently have successful H-2B seasons tend to do a lot of the same things year after year. So let's talk about them. Now, the first thing successful employers do is they evaluate the season in the middle of it, and then they continue to do that throughout the season. They're asking questions like, do we have enough workers right now? Do we need additional workers? Were there periods where labor shortages affected operations? Did we turn down contracts or maybe some opportunities because we just didn't have enough staff? So successful H-2B employers, they're beginning to forecast what they need, their labor needs into the future for the upcoming season, in the middle of their current season, and as it goes along. So maybe they're expecting growth, maybe they need to add some additional crews, or maybe they're taking on new contracts. Or maybe they're simply trying to avoid some of the labor shortages they're experiencing this year. The employers who tend to struggle the most, they're often the ones making staffing decisions at the last minute. They haven't been checking in and kind of taking note that maybe a certain contract was passed on because of labor shortages, when that's exactly the type of evidence an H-2B employer can use to justify, maybe increasing the number of workers they request in their next H-2B filing. That's evidence of your need that the US government wants to see in your filing. Okay, this is also the time of year when many experienced H-2B employers begin discussing strategy with their attorneys. With our clients, we're reviewing timelines. We're discussing potential challenges, potential changes, maybe increasing the number of workers. The employers, they're looking at job descriptions, workforce needs, and anything that could create issues later on in the process. We want to avoid those issues. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions about the H-2Bs is that success simply comes from meeting deadlines. In reality, success often comes from having enough time to deal with unexpected problems. So government delays, they're going to happen. Maybe incorrect job classifications, that happens sometimes. Prevailing wage issues, they happen. So employers who put themselves in the strongest position, they're usually the ones who have built in enough time into the process to kind of address those issues if they arrive and plan for them. And that's where an experienced H-2B counsel can provide tremendous value. So experienced attorneys aren't simply reacting to the problems, they're helping employers identify risks and plan for multiple scenarios before problems develop. Now, the employers who consistently have successful H-2B seasons, they're rarely the ones who are kind of scrambling at the last minute to get maybe payroll spreadsheets their attorney. They're usually the ones having conversations in the summer and in the fall. They're reviewing the previous season, kind of forecasting their workforce needs and developing a strategy with their attorney for the year ahead. And that's why many experienced H-2B employers, they begin reaching out to us during that time of year, in the summer and in the fall. Not because filing season has started, but because planning season has started. So if your business relies upon H-2B workers and you're already thinking about 2027, now is a great time to schedule a planning call to discuss your workforce needs, your timelines, and any potential challenges that we could be facing in your upcoming season. Now, in our next video, we're going to discuss the 2027 H-2B timeline and kind of key dates that every employer should understand. Thanks for watching.